Hey, a couple of housekeeping notes. If you're seeing this, this means that you are on the email list established to enable people from the 2025 summer school, now Summer Institute, to communicate with each other. Thanks to T for doing it. An email list, in a lot of ways, sounds like 1990-ish, early 21st century-ish. But we look at it as a first step that allows you all to communicate with each other. And we're perfectly cool if it turns out you use this to come up with something that's a bit better and more appropriate for this moment and for how folks use technology. We plan to use it to give you all updates about the upcoming Summer Institute. We are going to have it. There is a question as to whether we have it in person or virtual. And that question is shaped by among other things, politics. So we'll see. Um, but we'll we are going to have it in one way or the other. So we'll be sending you updates about that. We'll be sending you updates about opportunities. And if there's anything else you think would be helpful, holler at us. And along that line, we feel it. We hope it works for you all. Even if it's just for you all to figure out amongst yourselves, like what would be um, a better venue, given where we are and given technology. Along the lines of thinking about next year, we're going to be sending, if you haven't done so already, we're going to be sending out a survey that asks your opinion about what worked, what didn't work last year, about the last summer school. We're also going to be sending you kind of like a packet of like the readings you had that probably you weren't able to get to because we know we kind of blasted you with readings. I think the plan also is to have something that contains all the video conversations or all the conversations. Um, so you can have access to those as well. Um, is there anything else? I think that's about, well, so I shot like an early cut at this video and I began it, with a more appropriate version of, I hope this finds you well considering. So I am 2 Tuesdays away from my first class. This weekend, uh, Trump, the Trump actually put a quasi-military force in D.C. So I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't acknowledge that we're in times that are complicated to say the least. But what I will say is that we have the capacity and the responsibility to meet this moment. And when I say meeting this moment, I am talking about, you know, doing the work required to help people think through and act on this moment. I've been, in June, I gave a series of lecture conversations in the Baltimore County Public Library. We're doing it again in August. Last Wednesday was the first one. Tomorrow's the second one. Next Wednesday is the third one. Today is Tuesday. I'm 2 Tuesdays away from teaching my first class. I'm teaching a class on a theory of Black resistance. I'm choosing that class for reasons. So we have the capacity to do the work required to help people think and act on this moment. And we have the responsibility to do so. But meeting this moment also means we create the space to be together in all the ways. I've been blessed in that I've been in touch with a few of you. I've seen a few of you. While I've been here, I saw some of you here in Baltimore. I actually ran into some of y'all at home in Detroit when I was there. We have the capacity to bring people together to be in community in ways that matter. And then we have the capacity to do so in ways that aren't just about the work, but are about joy, about respite. I am not one who thinks that joy is an act of resistance. It can be, in as much as fascism is based on fear. The authoritarian turn requires fear for it to function. But in general, I see joy as something we need to live. And then among that act of living is something that allows us to think about resistance and other means of contestation alongside just, the mundane stuff we need to do work every day. So on that note, I think that's all I have. I hope to hear from you all soon. If I don't see you all, some of you all in Vancouver, I hope to see you all or hear from you all the upcoming academic year. One thing I can say as far as planning is that NCOPS, the National Conference of Black Political Scientists, we're planning a series of panels on political economy. And given the work that some of you all are doing, I think it would be a perfect fit for a number of you. So maybe we see some of you all there one way or the other. And I think that's it. I hope you all have a rewarding beginning of the semester. I hope you all had a rewarding summer, even given how complicated this moment is. And we'll be in community soon. Peace.